We always work so hard to achieve our goals, but sometimes grinding away mindlessly on tasks is not the way to go. It can even actually stand in the way to achieve the things you want to achieve. And speaking for myself, I have been trying to get into the habit to do less but get more done. And yes, this is definitely possible. And I want to share 4 tips with you guys that have helped me to work smarter instead of harder. You've probably heard this before, but let's start. First tip is to work on one thing at a time. We probably all of you know that multitasking is not working. It is not helping you to finish up your work. If you didn't know, now you know. It even causes you to be less efficient in your work. And what has really helped me with focusing on one task at a time is time boxing. This is a practice that you can implement, and it actually means that you put aside a certain box or a certain amount of time for a task. So what you do is take some time to plan ahead your day, to plan ahead certain tasks, and to organize them according to time frames. An example of this is calendar blocking. I think this is a very popular theory explained on many different YouTube channels, and this is where you block time slots in your calendar for certain things you want to do. This is something that will help you to get things done in a certain time frame, and it will help you to focus on just one thing at a time. Another thing that has been really working for me, and that is task batching. And task batching is putting together similar activities in order to improve your productivity and focus. So you put together those activities and you choose a time whenever you want to work on this. A great example is answering and reading your email. Normally what is very unproductive and what I did a lot was being constantly in my email. So working from my inbox. So whenever I would receive an email, I would immediately click on it, read it, maybe even try to answer it, even though I was working on something else. So what I now try to do is only focus 1 or 2 times a day on my inbox. So that is a form of task batching. So in like an hour, I try to do all my email of the day when I'm working. You can even choose to only look at your email once a week. I think this really depends on what kind of job or what kind of work you have, but just play around with it and see what works for you. The third thing is to work out your personal system. I have been doing this lately, and I probably will also make a more in-depth video. I already made a video on my Remarkable 2 productivity system. I will link this in this video so you can check this out. In short, a personal system helps you to work more effective. It actually are guidelines that will help you to work in an efficient manner. For me, this is time boxing, as I explained, so then I can focus on one task at a time. And I also feel like when I am thinking about how I want to plan my day or how I want to plan my week, I can be way more deliberate on what kind of things I do want to spend a lot of time on and what kind of things I don't. I also try to focus on just a few to-do things per day. So I think a good guideline would be try not to do more than 3 tasks every day, so you can completely focus on that. And finally, another thing I also do is I know I am a morning person, so I try to incorporate this in my personal system. So I know I am most focused and most motivated, most effective in the morning. So I definitely try to do my hardest work in the morning. I think The key here is to look at your personal preferences, look at what kind of person you are, and try to build a personal system around that. And finally, in order to get things done, and especially getting things done by doing less, you need to have enough rest. We are living in a world where going over your limits and burning out is a normal thing. It is common, and of course it should not be normal, but when I look around and when I look at myself, it is so easy to get caught up in constantly working, constantly going until you're not able to go any further. And I think it is so important to have a focus on rest and a focus on calmness, because those are things that will allow you to work better, to work smarter, and to work more efficient. And I feel like we are overvaluing working hard and undervaluing rest. And I don't feel like we can achieve all the things we want without prioritizing this. So in my personal life, I make sure that I am well rested. I have enough rest moments during the day, and whenever I'm working, this can be difficult, but I try to take some short breaks, some longer breaks. I try to go outside for a walk, and especially I prioritize getting enough sleep. So I will go to bed early and make sure I will get at least those 8 or even 9 hours of sleep every night. So these are 4 ways that I try to get more done with less time or with less energy, and I hope this helps you guys to get a little bit of an idea on what you can implement in your own life. If it helps, please let me know, and also if you have tips that you want to share with me or the rest of this community, please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. And also please like and subscribe so I can grow this channel further and keep giving you advice on things about productivity, but also about self-growth. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.